I really want to take this opportunity to inform your audience how important Professor Heckman's work is in advocating for early childhood development. This pin, which is an abstract design of his famous graph to highlight the importance of early childhood education and development, this is actually so central in the way that the policymakers in China were being persuaded that ECD is the way to go, because the World Bank were invited to provide inputs and suggestions before the beginning of the 12th five-year plan to see, China, what direction it should take, what are the gaps, what are the challenges, and how to overcome them. So the World Bank did provide such these inputs and suggestions, not just to education, but to all the other sectors. But because I was the lead education specialist there, so I was more involved with education. And Professor Heckman's graph was in the in our report to the government, and the Vice Minister of Education at that time, who now becomes the Minister of Education, convened a group of like 50 top experts on education in China, and they reviewed the report, gave us feedback, and then they focused a lot and with a lot of question on this graph. What do you mean by that? Why is it ECD, investment in ECD have high economics return? What is the policy implication? So this graph become very much a focal point for policy discussion. And I think, the 12 five-year plan's ambitious plan was certainly one of the results of his graph. And I told him, but I also want everybody to know that engaging in academic research is not just academic; it has really tremendous, social implication. And the same thing. So when we did this early childhood development in China report, his graph was used again, and this time we have much more evidence and also far more expanded discussion, and the graph really moved the policymakers in China.